ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं. In the 10th chapter of the Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, Anityam asukham logam imam prapya bhajasvamam. Hey Arjuna, after having given him all the yogas, karma yoga, dhyana yoga, he has not come to bhakti yoga yet. He says, my friend Arjuna, this world of ours is anityam, is always changing. There is nothing permanent about it. Asukham, there is no real happiness. So what do? Imam prapya bhajasvamam. Having come here, just be devoted to me. Think about me. Sing my praise. With that bhava, we all gathered here. This is the 5th day of this wonderful Bhagavad Saptaha, which Dr. Aralumallige has been kind enough to offer to us. So we'll start the 5th day, which will include Krishna Janam, with an invocation by Lakshmi. And today happens to be her birthday also. Krishna's birthday and Lakshmi's birthday.
बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, मेरा गोविंदा गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल, मेरा गोविंदा गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल. बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, मेरा गोविंदा गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल, मेरा गोविंदा गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल. कभी संकट आए, कभी मन घबराए, 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 उनको दिल से कहो तो फिर आँच ना आए, उनको दिल से कहो तो फिर आँच ना आए. कृष्णा कृष्णा कहो, राधे राधे कहो, कृष्णा कृष्णा कहो, राधे राधे कहो, मीठी मुरली बजे हम सब प्रेम से गाएं, मीठी मुरली बजे हम सब प्रेम से गाएं, मीठी मुरली बजे हम सब प्रेम से गाएं, मीठी मुरली बजे हम सब प्रेम से गाएं. बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, बड़ा प्यारा है वो, बड़ा न्यारा है वो, मेरा गोविंद गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल, मेरा गोविंद गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल, मेरा गोविंद गोपाल, बोलो जय 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 गोपाल. कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय.
आपादमूलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथाः. यं तत्प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयद्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यान् च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादि प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि. बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्. मातर्मे मातरीश्वरन् पितृतुलगुरो भ्रातरिष्टाप्तबन्धो स्वामिन् सर्वान्तरात्मन् आचरचरैतज्जन्ममृत्यामयानां गोविन्दे देहि भक्तिं भवति च भगवन्दोचितां निर्निमित्तां निर्व्याजां निश्चलां सद्गुणगणबृहतीं शाश्वतीं वासुदेव. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. नमो बुद्धे. First of all, let me prostrate at the feet of the Lord Sri Krishna. My Sashtanga pranams to all the gods, Devaswarupis, saints, sages, and all the bhaktis, devotees who are here. My special congratulations and felicitations to Vijay, P. Vijay and Shiromani, wonderful couple. Today they organized it in such a beautiful way. Krishna jumps and dances here. I pray God to bless all of you with health, happiness, peace, progress and prosperity. And also today is the happy birthday to our Lakshmi. Yesterday we saw how the Amrita Manthana took place. Ultimately, when the distribution of the Amrita that came, Lord Vishnu took the form of Mohini, the wonderful Mohini, and that temple, today we have the temple in Bhatkal, Mohini temple, beautiful temple. I conducted Vishnu Sahasranam Saptaha there in the temple. Rarely we come across Mohini temple, but it's a beautiful temple. So Mohini could give the distribution, and only gods got the Amrita and Rakshasas were deprived of it. Then everybody dispersed. All the Rakshasas and Danavas and Daityas, they were furious. Then they came to Bali Chakravarti. We have to revenge for the deceit and the cheat that the gods have done. Ultimately, Bali also felt, now or never, he mobilized such a huge army of all the Rakshasas, monsters, Daityas, Danavas, Asuras, and such minded people. And all of them, surprisingly, they came to Devaloka, they attacked. What happened? When the Rakshasas attacked gods, by that time, all the gods, they had consumed, taken Amrita, so there was no damage, no destruction, no death, no disaster for any gods. On the other hand, gods were strengthened by the consumption of the Amrita. They were able to completely massacre the Rakshasas. All the Rakshasas fell dead. Everybody fell dead. Even the Kalanemi who was there, Namuchi, the commanders in the side of Bali, all of them dead. Ultimately, Bali Chakravarti also was killed by gods. Nobody was there. It was miles and miles of dead bodies of the Rakshasas, and not even a single god was killed. Narada arrives there. Narada tells God, war is over, you have succeeded. Why is that still you are fuming to actually fight even the dead bodies? Get back to your Indraloka. So all of them, they come back. Very few Rakshasas who are surviving, who are struggling, who are ailing, they shouted, they cried, they called, they requested, appealed, Narada, please come here. They say, first, they themselves voluntarily come to our palace and they wanted our support in the churning. With all the confidence and with the hope and with the faith, with the trust in them, we agreed and we did the churning. Ultimately, they cheated us, and now to take the revenge when they come here, they killed us because of the strength of the Amrita. Please suggest us what we can do at this. all of us are dead. Our emperor, Bali Chakravarti, is dead. Then Narada tells, your guru, Shukracharya, is doing tapasya in the forest. I will inform him. He will do the right thing for you. Shukracharya was informed about this type of complete massacre of the entire Rakshasa dynasty, including the Bali Chakravarti. The moment he listened to this word, that he was the mentor, teacher, trainer, guru, acharya of the entire Rakshasa clan for all the times, and in just because he is not there in his absence when he is in tapasya, gods actually come and completely massacred the entire Rakshasa dynasty. He was furious. He exploded. He just forgot about his tapasya. He is with the god speed, with the Rakshasa speed, he came here. For the tapasya that he had done, he had one extraordinary boon, one vara. What is that? Mrta Sanjeevini mantra was given to Shukracharya by the Brahma. Mrta Sanjeevini mantra was a very rare, very auspicious, very powerful mantra which can give back life for those who are dead. That is Mrta Sanjeevini mantra. And only one acharya, one tapasvi in the whole of the world at that time who had actually equipped with the Mrta Sanjeevini mantra, this Shukracharya. And just now he is coming from tapasya. He has got that tapasiddhi and tapobala. Immediately he performed all the pujas. Then he had that Kalasha Tirtha in his Kamandala. He got up. First he came. He sprinkled. He did the prokshana of that Tirtha, Mrta Sanjeevini mantra puja Tirtha on the dead body of Bali, Namuchi, Mali, Sumali. All the four people they got up as if they are getting from the sleep. And immediately, when this experiment was a success, they were very happy. Bali Chakravarti falls at the feet of Shukracharya and prays, please bring back all these people into life. So the entire Rakshasa clan who were completely massacred because of the Mrta Sanjeevini mantra and the blessing of Shukracharya, everybody got up as if they are getting from the sleep. And they are well equipped now. Now Shukracharya says, Bali says, we have to take revenge and immediately we shall go. Then he says, no. I will equip you first. After equipping you, I will send you. What is that? Let us perform one Vishwajit Mahayaga. Shukracharya organized Vishwajit Mahayaga. And after the Purnahuti from the Vishwajit Mahayaga, he asked all the people to close their eyes. When they closed their eyes, Shukracharya made a special prayer of Purnahuti, and immediately from the Yagnakunda there emerged a golden chariot, Bangaradaratha, a golden chariot, and the most mystical, wonderful galloping speed horses emerged out of Yagnakunda. Then the Vajrakavacha came from the Yagnakunda. All that, the bows and arrows and the sword of gold, mystical, came from the Yagnakunda. And Shukracharya himself will be dressing with all these things to Bali. And now Shukracharya and Bali Chakravarti, both of them, they close their eyes and they pray for the Brahma. Within next second, Brahma arrives there. And the Brahma brought a beautiful garland, a mystical garland, a divine garland which has got the Brahma Teja, by Brahma. Brahma himself bringing it. He is invoking Brahma Tejas into that, and that garland of Brahma Tejas is actually placed around the neck of the Bali Chakravarti by Brahma from his own hand. And Brahma touches the head of Bali Chakravarti, Vijayi Bhava, Digvijayi Bhava. Brahma blesses, and more than that, he invokes and injects the Brahma Shakti, Brahma Tejas into Bali Chakravarti. Now Shukracharya says, you take all the army, move towards the Indraloka, Amaravati. So the entire army moved towards Amaravati, and the security people in Amaravati brought it to the notice of Devendra, and Devendra comes onto the top of the palace and looks at that. As if it's a big ocean, the Rakshasa have come. And he couldn't believe it. He personally has seen all the Rakshasas falling dead, including Bali Chakravarti. Now Bali Chakravarti is seated in a golden chariot now, and lakhs of Rakshasas are actually celebrating in the army. He could not believe. Immediately he falls at the feet of Brahaspati Acharya, the guru of gods. What is this? We have taken Amrita, and they are dead, and they are coming back. I can't understand the magic and the music behind this. Then Brahaspati says, now they have not come with the Kshatriya Shakti. You don't think that they have come with the sword, bow and arrow and all the weapons. They have come with the Brahma Shakti. You are having the Kshatriya. He is equal to the Brahma Shakti. So now you cannot fight with him till we get such a Brahma Shakti which can overpower him, and we can kill him. So now we don't have any. If you start war, somehow or other they will see that you get defeated because he is equal to the Brahma Shakti directly from Brahma. Unless we have that Brahma Shakti, we will not be able to get them. So the best way, now and here, immediately get out of Amaravati, go to the forest, hide for some time. When your good time comes, you can come back, get out. Then, within next 1 hour, the entire Amaravati was empty, without any war, without any fighting, without any one single person being killed. Bali Chakravarti enters, sits on the Simhasana of Devendra, and rules from the Amaravati as the king there, and conducts 100 Ashwamedh Yagas. Unbeatable and unbelievable. The mother of Devendra, Aditi, could not take it, could not tolerate. She was crying and crying and crying. Ultimately, she summons Kashyapa, her husband, and prays to the husband, my son Devendra, my sons Aditya's gods are hiding like thieves in the forest, fearing to Rakshasas. Devaloka has been captured by Bali Chakravarti and Daityas. I can't believe this, I can't tolerate it. My son and the god should get back Devaloka once again. He should be empowered to sit on the throne. Please suggest what I have to do. Then Kashyapa Muni closes his eyes, thinks for a second, tells to wife Aditi, in Phalguna Masa, Shukla Paksha, from Padya, for 12 days, you perform Payavrata. Payavrata is the antidote for these type of extraordinary problems which are beyond our capability to handle. So you can do it, do Payavrata. You will be able to get back that Brahma Shakti for your children. So she conducted that Payavrata, except from early morning to late in the night and all the 24 hours, without touching any cot or any type of mat or anything, sitting completely, chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya every second, every hour, full day, 24 hours, like that for 12 days. And except when she is offering Naivedya of the milk to the god, after Naivedya, only 3 drops of the milk has to be taken. That is all the food for all the 12 days. Because she is hell-bent that Indra should get Brahma Shakti and he should get back his Devaloka, she performed that Payavrata so meticulously, so devotedly. Ultimately, on the 12th day, after the Purnahuti of the final yajna on that day, God appeared, and both Kashyapa and Aditi praised to the god, Now you are, in fact, you are the leader of the entire godly community. All the demigods, semi-gods, gods and Devendra, all of them are your Shishyas, you are their leader. Now it is your responsibility to say that they get back their kingdom. Now, he also says, Narayana, Mahavishnu, who appears to this couple, he says, now the fighting and the battle or waging the war is ruled out. Because Bali Chakravarti, for the first time in the history of the Rakshasas, is completely equipped and guarded with terrific Brahma Shakti, which has been actually invoked directly into his body, into his mind, into his personality by Brahma. So we have to get Brahma Shakti, and that Brahma Shakti should be more stronger, more powerful than the Brahma Shakti that is there within Malaya. And how to do it? Says, Brahma has given that. So anybody inferior to Brahma, anything that is done cannot match with the Brahma Shakti. He says, it is not the hierarchy I am speaking. Brahma is so powerful and ultimate. And beyond Brahma, I am ultimate, I am supreme. So I myself will come with Brahma Shakti and save your child. How you are going to come? I will take this avatara, Janma, as your son. And he disappears. As a result and reward of the Payavrata that is performed so devotedly by Aditi, God now comes as Vamana, as the son Vamana to Aditi and Kashyapa. Vamana Avatara takes place. When Vamana is born, they say in Bhagavata, it is not that room, it is not that house, it is not that village, it is not that city, it is not that state, it is not country. The whole world had Surya Koti Bhaskara Teja arrived along with the arrival of the Vamana. Radiance and vibrance all over and all across. Even the Rishis and Maharshis and Brahmarshis and Rajarshis, they were shaken and they got up and they started running. All of them, they come and they fall at the feet of the Vamana. Aditi couldn't understand what has happened. As they are seeing, he has become a beautiful boy, a child. Then immediately, Brahma Shakti means, Brahmana Shakti means the Upanayana. Gayatri, that is the Brahma Shakti. So for Vamana, Upanayana was performed. How? Sakshat Surya, Bhaskara, he descended and he did Gayatri Upadesha for Vamana. Brihaspati, the guru of the gods, he gives the Janivara, sacred thread. Bhudevi comes and offers Krishna Jina for the Vatu. Chandra brings Brahmadanda, gives the Brahmadanda and touches the Brahmadanda, closes his eyes. Chandra pours all the Brahma Shakti into the Brahmadanda, tells Vamana, hold it. Now all of them, they pray Brahma, you please come, you give your Shakti. Brahma descends with a Kamandala, and in Kamandala there is a Brahma Tirtha, and that Brahma Tirtha, it is full of Brahma Shakti that has been actually dropped into that by Brahma, and he hands it over to the Vamana. Bali Chakravarti, only Brahma, Brahma Tejas, Brahma has invoked and injected the Brahma Shakti. Here, Bhaskara, Surya Koti Bhaskara, Akshat Surya has come, Brihaspati has come, Chandra has given the Brahmadanda, invoking complete Brahma Shakti into that. Now the Brahma himself actually comes and gives the Brahma Shakti. So it is multiple Brahma Shakti that has been given to the Vamana. Kubera comes and Upanayana means whosoever you are, you may be millionaire, you may be billionaire, you may be trillionaire, you may be chairman, you may be prime minister. But when your child is getting that Upanayana, he has to go for asking the Bhiksha. Bhiksha is observed. There is no question of ego, pride, nothing knowing. Ultimately, everybody is a bhikshaka. Everybody is a beggar. When you stand in front of the God, what is it you are doing? You are not ordering, you are not commanding, you are just begging, that's all. It may be big begging or small begging, ultimately begging. So Kubera comes and gives the Bhiksha Patra, and Vamana takes the Bhiksha Patra, asks for Bhiksha. Who has to give the Bhiksha? Sakshat Annapurna comes there, Annapurna gives the Bhiksha to him. So now he becomes a full-fledged brahmachari with the Brahma Tejas and the Brahma Shakti, and more Brahma Shakti has been empowered to him than that has been actually granted to Bali Chakravarti by those people. Now Vamana is a full-fledged brahmachari with the brahmacharya and Brahma Tejas and Brahma Shakti. By that time, Bali Chakravarti on the bank of Narmada river was performing 100th Ashwamedha Yaga. Because it was so unique and distinct and extraordinarily great, all the Rishis and Brahmarshis and Rajarshis and Maharshis and Tejasvis, all the Siddhi Purushas and Avadhutas, everybody all over the world, they were invited. All the kings and the emperors, they were invited. It was such a huge auditorium and pandal. And when he was performing that yagna, that is 100th Ashwamedha Yaga, he just looks at that. The greatest of the rishis, the brightest of the rishis, smartest of the rishis, most divinest of the rishis, all them are sitting there as the audience. Bali Chakravarti just gets up, performs on Sastanga Namaskara. This is sufficient for me. And he sits. Then the Yagniks and Ritviks, they were actually chanting the mantra. They tell, you just pour this into the you give the ahuti, so he just bends down his head, gives the ahuti, now opens the head, nobody is there. Just a minute back, thousands and thousands of rishis were there. Now within 1 minute of this transaction, when he looks at that, entire auditorium is empty. He could not believe what has happened. And all the rishis, tapasvis, avadhuta are running towards the arch which he has created for the entry point of this Yagdashala. Towards the arch, all of them are running. He could not believe what he did not know what is happening. Vatu Vamana has arrived at the arch. When the Vamana has arrived at the arch, the glow, the radiance, the vibrance and the impact and the influence, that radiance was so extraordinary. It made all the rishis automatically and naturally got up. They got up and they looked at that and they understand the teachers. They understand it is Vamana. So they started running fast. Everybody, all of them are falling at the feet of Vamana. But within 1 second, Bali Chakravarti thinks, greatest of the rishis going there and falling to a person means he must be much greater than all these people. So he takes the permission of the Ritviks and Yagniks, Purohits, and he runs, he also runs. He comes there. He comes there, looks at the Vamana, and tears, Ananda Bashpa sheds. He says, Janma Janmantara Punya of all our fathers, forefathers and ancestors who did tapasya, all of them accumulated and it has come in your form, my Sastaga pranams to you. I was under the impression that the Gayatri was the greatest and Surya is the greatest, and now Gayatri, Surya, Sanaka, Sanandana, Agni, all of them are actually combined and blended into one form, and you are that one. It is impossible to believe that one such a small boy, dragging not merely attention, dragging all the greatest rishis of all times, and they are shedding the Ananda Bashpa. That means to say, our father, our forefathers, Prahalada, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Virochana, all the tapasya, all the dana, dharma, charity, generosity, whatever punya they have done, that punya itself has taken a human form, and you are that form. So he falls at the feet of the Vamana, And he says, I have got some experience as a king. The moment I look at the person, the moment I look at the face of a person, I will be able to know the idea, the initiative, the interest, attitude, and desire or the wants of such people. And immediately I clarify and sort it out, even without they opening their mouth. And with that experience, by looking at your face, I know you have come here to ask something from me. Don't hesitate. Don't feel shy. Don't think that I'm the greatest emperor, you're a small boy. You got full right and full freedom, full liberty to ask anything that you like. You want elephant, you want horses, you want army, you want gold, you want diamond, you want maidens, you want the kanya. If you want a kingdom, I'll give the half kingdom to you. Whatever you want, ask here in front of all these people. I will be the most luckiest and fortunate person to offer it to you. Please ask. Say, Bali, you are such a befitting son of such a great legacy. Virochana, Prahlada, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, such greatest of the mightiest of the persons, son you are. Naturally, only such bold, great, and magnificent, befitting things should come from your mouth. You have spoken that, but understand, I am a small child. All those things which you mentioned, it has no relevance to me, no meaning to me. I cannot understand also. Whatever you want, ask. I don't want anything. If you are interested, grant me 3 paces of land to be measured by my foot. Immediately, Bali gets annoyed, says, Yadyad vato vanchasi satpadiksha. Whatever you want, you can ask, not merely this 1 or 2 pieces of land, I say. And understand one thing, whenever somebody comes and approaches, asks something from me, it is my rule, they should ask for such things, such a quality and quantity things, I should be able to give. Once they ask and I give, till their last breath in their life, they should not come to a situation of asking anything from anyone. If you have that guts and capacity to ask so much, you must ask. Otherwise, you should not come. And I will give only 1 chance for everybody in the lifetime. But I am looking at your face. I am melting. So for the first time, I give a second chance to you. Tum balaha, balishimati, you are a child, childish. Leave that childish aspiration. Ask for great things, ask for grand things, ask for the mightiest of the things. Anything, okay, full kingdom you ask, I am going to grant it to you. He says, Amana says, you see, great people always speak great things. You are great, so you are offering great things. I am a small boy. For a small boy, all these things cannot match, work, or I cannot understand. What I want, 3 paces of land to be measured by my foot. If you are interested to give it. Otherwise, I will go. Now, I have nothing to lose. Then he says, no, I am totally dissatisfied with your type of asking. But I have committed, I promised. Okay, he calls Vindhyavali his wife, put the water, let us do Sankalpa, let us give it to him. So Vindhyavali comes, she takes the jug, she is about to pour the water, Shukracharya comes running, galloping, rushing, say, stop it fast, Bali. Why? Don't give anything to that fellow. Why? That fellow has come hiding his original form. He is not Vamana, not a small boy, he is not a child. You are all the while under the impression that you are a small child and he is asking for something. He is Sakshat Mahavishnu. He is Mahavishnu, he has come in the form of the Vamana as dwarf boy, small boy, to loot everything from you, to take away everything from you, to make you empty-handed. So he has got an agenda. Don't give anything to him. Immediately Bali says, if you have not announced this, Possibly, I would have taken a chance of not giving to him. But you have cleared. You have cleared who he is, and now anybody in the world cannot stop me. I am unstoppable. I am going to give this to him. Shukracharya says, when you were a small child of 1 month, from that time till today, I am the mentor, I am the guru, I am the acharya. You have to obey, you have to strictly obey whatever I say. Don't give. Says, I belong to the Prahlada dynasty, acharya. Once we give a word, once we give a vachana, ultimate, that is ultimate. And much more than that, in the whole history of the world, everybody will be begging, and everybody, all the hands of everyone in the whole world, for all times will be like this, and the hand of the God will be like this. Mahavishnu's hand always will be like this, he is giving. Everyone in the world will be having their hands like that. For the first time in the history of the world, a new record is created where the hands of Mahavishnu will be like that and hands of Bali will be like that. You mean to say that I am fool to lose this golden opportunity? I will. Yes, Vindhyavali, don't bother. Shukracharya disappears. Pour the water. Now, she is pouring the water from the jug. Water is not coming in the pipe. She just moves there, that side, this side. It is not coming at all. Then Bali thinks some dust or something must be obstructing the flow of the water there. He takes a needle, a sharp-edged needle, to see that it is clear. He just puts it there and presses it there. Shukracharya, see, whenever you are giving a dana, husband and wife both should be there to give the dana. Not merely throwing or giving, they have to do the sankalpa. And the wife has to actually pour the water. And the husband has to take it and do the sankalpa. Then both husband and wife, the team has to give the dana. Then it becomes a real dana. So without sankalpa, dana will not be accepted also. So for sankalpa, what is necessary? So Shukracharya thinks all that. You see, he goes there with his Maya Vidya. He is a Rakshasa guru, Maya Vidya. At the edge of that pipe, he blocks it, sits there, and he is seeing what is happening outside from his eyes through that small pipe. But the Bali did not know. He takes that sharp-edged needle, he presses to see that the dust is removed. It is the eyes. The eyes are affected, blood oozing out. From that day, Shukracharya becomes Vakkanna Shukracharya. Now his obstruction is cleared, Sankalpa is done, and the Bali Chakravarti says, yes, it is given. 3 faces of land is given, take it. Vamana says, whom you are fooling, I say, whom you are fooling, idiot. He is shocked. Why? If you go to the sub-registrar office and register the documents and take the documents and give the documents to the fellow, yes, I have sold my 5 acres, go. That fellow says, papers are not the land, I say. Show me 5 acres where it is. That is what I have purchased, not the papers. Show that. Now Vamana is asking that. I am not bothered about water, sankalpa, mantra and all that. Show the 3 paces of land where I can measure from my foot. Show that. Oh, Bali Chakravarti laughs and laughs and laughs so loudly. He shouts, the whole world and the entire continent belongs to me, I say. Whole Brahmanda belongs to me. Wherever you want, how much you want, go and measure, I say. Oh, everything belongs to you? Yes. Within the next second, Vamana suddenly started growing in front of them. He grows and grows and grows and grows, and from earth to the sky, one huge mountains of mountains and mountains of mountains, mountains on mountains. That level and that range of magnificent Trivikrama has come now. From the right foot, he has measured the entire Bhuloka. whatever earth that you have that is there, entire earth has been measured is just one pace from the right foot, and the left foot automatically starts moving and moving upwards. Satyaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Mahaloka. Ultimately, it comes Satyaloka, Supreme Loka, and it touches the compound wall of the Satyaloka. Water starts flowing there. Brahma, the king of the Satyaloka, just looks at that. The leg, the foot and the leg of our Lord Trivikrama has come. He comes running with his Kamandala, takes that water, performs the Pada Puja. Pada Puja was performed by Brahma in the Satyaloka for the Padas of Trivikrama, and the water started flowing to Mahaloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, and ultimately it comes to Devaloka. In Devaloka, gods welcomed it and it started flowing there. That there becomes Ganga, Bhagirathi. When Bhagirata performs Tapasya, it comes to Bhuloka. That is Ganga. Now, from that left leg, he measures the entire sky and upper lokas, all the upper lokas. So in the entire whole of the world, everything has been measured by 2 paces. Now Trivikrama gets down and gets down and gets down and gets down, becomes original, normal Vamana. Now as Vamana, Bali, 2/3 of the promise fulfilled. Another 1/3, last 1 foot of the place I have to measure, show me that. Vindhyavali cries, you shouted in front of that godly Vamana, whole world belongs to me. Now he has taken the whole world from his 2 paces, and for the 3rd one, where is the place? And without that you become Vachanaprashta. And Vachanaprashta for whom? For the God. And we belong to that dynasty of Prahalada and Hiranyakashipu. We cannot be called as Vachanaprashtas. What we are going to do now? All the rishis, they are crying. Bali will be branded as a failure, as a Vachanaprashta. But Bali Chakravarti closes his eyes, bends down, performs Vandana, cries, tells to Vamana, there is a place for your 3rd step also. Rishis are bewildered. Everywhere, all the oceans, all the mountains, all the continents, entire earth and the entire sky and the upper lokas and the lower lokas. He has covered everything. Where is the place? Bali Chakravarti says, there is a place for your 3rd step also. Where? Show me. Bali Chakravarti says, this is the place for your 3rd step. Please come, put your foot here. Don't stay there. Please enter inside. Stay there permanently. ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಬ, ಒಳಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳಿದು ಬಿಡು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. Falls at the feet of Vamana. Take this as a 3rd step. By the time Prahalada arrives there, Prahalada with the folded hands says, thousands and thousands of rishis are performing tapasya to have 1 minute darshan of you for thousands of years. They are doing tapasya. And they are the most sattvic sajjan rishis. We are the Rakshasa. I am a Rakshasa. Bali is a Rakshasa. And for both of us, you have taken 2 avatars to bless us. Brahma comes there. Now Vamana says, Dana in the whole of the world and the entire history, if at all some divine Dana, greatest Dana, grandest Dana, historic Dana has been given, it is given by Bali. Not the land, not the ocean. He has offered his body. So in future, the most divine and the most grandest of the Danas will be called as Balidana. Most significant of the Danas, Balidana. Bali without thinking, without blinking, without even bothering about your teacher's warning, you have come out with everything, you have given everything to me. And your Prahlada also has come. Now, in the next Manvantara, Savarni Manvantara, you will be posted in the position of Indra. You will get the placement of Indra in the next Manvantara. Till then, in the basement of the Sutala Loka, a beautiful palace has been already created for your stay. Go there, you will stay, you will not be alone. Prahalada will also be staying with you there till the next Manvantara. And for your generosity, your nature, and your complete sacrifice with so much of happiness, and your wife cooperating with you so much, I'm overwhelmed. So when you are there with Prahalada in the Sutaloka in the palace, outside the gates of the palace, I will be there as a security guard till the end of the next Manvantara for you. Vamana assures that he will be there as a security to take care. What is the message of this? Message of this is simple. When you have to see the God, Vamana, small fellow, small vigraha, almost like a vigraha, a murti. That is God for you, beginning stage. When you mature, when you get profound knowledge of everything, when you become really spiritual, the God grows and grows and grows and grows into Trivikrama. Everywhere He is there. He is there in the sky, He is there in the cloud, He is there in the earth, He is there everywhere. Anybody from any corner, they can see the Trivikrama. So, second stage of knowledge, maturity, you must see the God in everyone and everywhere. Third stage, when you go to Tirthaksha, you go to Ayodhya, you go to Kashi, you go to Naimisharanya, you go to Chitrakuta, you go to Panchavati, you go to Himalayas, all that when you are strong, when you are healthy, when you are capable, when your physique and personality helps you, go that. But once you cross 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, when you can go out of your house, what you have to do? Vama, Bali Chakravarti, don't bother. Come here, put your step here, get inside, please stay there. Once you attain maturity, spiritual maturity, divinity, perfect understanding, God is not merely there in Himalaya, God is not there merely in Ayodhya, He is there, and God is there everywhere. But when you become old, He is more there here. He is here more. Close your eyes, see Him, look into Him, enjoy the bliss, enjoy the divinity. After 75, throw that mobile out. Don't unnecessarily trouble your mind with all the irrelevant political dramas. ಬೇಕಾದು ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಇರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸು ಇಮ್ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ. And you have to attain that nobody helps you, nobody comes with you. All that is putting up the shows and making the impressions. That is all. It's only the God. Such a great emperor who controls the whole world realizes, ಏನು ಬೇಡ ಅಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಬಂದುಬಿಡೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಬಿಡೋ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಳಿದು ಬಿಡೋ, ಒಳಗೆ ಉಳಿದು ಬಿಡೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಸಾಕು ನನಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಡ. That is the real message of this particular incident. There was a Rishi, the greatest of the Rishis of all times. He was called Sobhari Rishi. When he was sitting for the tapasya, he has forgotten the whole world and is completely immersed in experiencing the presence of the Lord within there. Lord Srihari was actually there giving sannidhana, sannidhya in his heart. So much of intense tapasya that Saubhari has done. Except the rupa of the God, he could not see anything inside. Even if he opens his eyes, it was just the God everywhere. That was the level of achievement and attainment in tapasya by Saubhari. And early morning he comes to take the bath showers and to give the arghya. He comes to the river. At the edge, after all that, he comes to relax at the edge of the river. Immediately Akashavani, Ashriravani, invisible voice emerges from the sky. I am supremely happy, fully happy with your tapasya. Possibly in another 1 hour or 2, we will send you Devaratha and it will descend, it will pick you up, we will take you to our loka. What a wonderful. So much of tapasya has given reward directly with the God. He is sitting there and water is flowing, clean water, clear water, crystal clear water, totally transparent water, beautiful water. He is seeing the water. In the water, suddenly one fish, small fish, the lady fish, the girl fish, was rushing and running in search of a boy fish. And the boy fish was found and boy fish jumped with joy. Girl fish also jumped. Both of them they come, they hug, they kiss, they embrace and they enjoy that romantic mood within the water. This tapasvi who has done tapasya for hundreds of years, who has been acknowledged by Devaloka that the flight will be arriving there and he must be ready to go to Devaloka, looks at this, looks at that, intensely looks at that, focusing, he looks at that, the joy, the romantic joy, the hugging joy, the kissing joy, enjoying by one female and male fish. What a type of extraordinary, luxurious joy, say. Immediately his mind tells, I did not experience this. Why I was deprived of this sukha, I say. I was deprived of the sukha. I did not enjoy. I did not complete my life like this. No. I should not go as an incomplete life to that Devaloka. Let me experience and experiment this also. Just by looking at one male fish and female fish coming and enjoying together physically, this fellow immediately changes the tune and tone of his life, his agenda. He thought, why I am deprived of this wonderful sukha? Let me enjoy this and then afterwards go. Immediately, if I sit for another half an hour, flight may arrive and they may take me. So immediately I must escape from there. He just got up, very old fellow, ancient fellow. Hundreds of years back he sat for tapasya. He has become very, very old, almost shivering, trembling. He's got one urugolu, Adarastamba, slowly coughing with the cold. He's just slowly going, knocking at the door of a fellow. Oh, they open. Without hesitation, he asks, are you having a girl in your house? Why you are asking? I want to marry your girl. This fellow is a mad fellow. Shut him out. So one after another one, ultimately he comes to the palace of Mandhata Raja, the greatest of the kings of the country, Mandhata Raja, and he comes there. Mandhata knows about this Rishi, greatest of all the Rishis doing wonderful tapasya. He is a tapasiddhi Purusha, Shapanugraha Shakti he has attained. So he was welcomed, a red carpet welcome was given. Swamiji, you come, Arghya, Padya, Achamana, Asana, what is it you want? Anything that you ask. You want gold, you want diamond, you want horses, you want chariot, we are ready to give. I say, don't unnecessarily waste time. I say, why? How many children you have got? I say, I got 3 boys, 50 girls. I got my 50 daughters. I got 50 daughters, 3 boys. I say, you got 50 daughters. If you give one daughter and marry one daughter to me, you don't lose anything, I get everything. If you don't lose anything, I get everything. You get married, one daughter to me. Immediately he closed his eyes. He's asking one daughter. I may have 50 daughters, but each daughter is my daughter. He's such an old fellow. He belongs to ancient generations. And he is not a match. I cannot do injustice for even a single girl of mine. But he is a Shapanugraha Shakta. If I say no, he may curse. He may burn the entire kingdom. So intelligently, Mandhata Raja says, I am very happy that the greatest of the Rishi coming to our palace, and I am still more happy that you are going to become my son-in-law. I got 50 daughters, but fact is, all the 50 are matured for their life, for their partners, for their future. They have all the capability of taking their decisions. They have attained that level of maturity. They don't want parents to impose anything on them. So, I will send you to the Antapura, go there, look into all the 50 girls there, they are there, and on their own, voluntarily, if any girl accepts to marry, if they say to me, immediately I will book the marriage hall, I will book everything, print the invitation, grand dinner will be given in the marriage. And he was afraid to take this oldest fellow to Antapura, because if he takes, daughters will pounce upon the father. So he calls an attendant, take this Rishi to Antapura. That attendant takes the Rishi to Antapura's door and leaves him inside, immediately closes the door, runs back. The moment Rishi entered inside, within next second, with his tapashakti, he becomes a very beautiful and enchanting Jagadeka Sundara. He becomes most beautiful, darling of all times. The very Kanti, Lakshana, Tejas, Varchas, attraction, fascination was so beautiful. All the 50 girls started running fast, and they came and they just stay around him. And the elder girl says, all the tapasya that I did all these years has actually paid, rewarded by the God. God has sent this person, I will marry him. The second fellow said, I say, Dvitiya becomes Advitiya, I am Advitiya, so I am going to marry this fellow. Third one says, he is already my Nalla, ava ninagilla. So all the 50, they declared, shouted, he is already my husband, I am going to marry him. When the quarrel started, misunderstanding started, jealousy started, then the elder girl tells all the 49, please sit, listen to me. From the day of our birth till today, all the 50, we lived as if we are one. Today God has sent this person. If all the 50 of us, we marry him, till our last days, we can continue to live as one. This is an opportunity. Consider this as a God-sent opportunity. Let all of us marry this fellow. Everybody felt happy. We will marry you, we will marry you. He says, I say, why are you shouting at me? Your father, the king of the country, is standing outside. Go there, tell, I have not forced you. Tell him, on your own, voluntarily, you want to marry me. Go and inform him. All the 50 running and rushing, they come to father, father, that gentleman whom you have sent, we want to marry him voluntarily, no force, please marry us. All the 50 want to marry him. When they are telling this, voluntarily we have decided to marry him, please see that you marry us. He comes there. He says, you have given a commitment, you have given a word. Voluntarily, if any of the daughter comes and says, I want to marry, 100%, you are a Mandhata Raja, you cannot go back, do it. Mandhata, now, he don't want to become Vachana Prashta. But he says, no auditorium can have these 50 people doing marriage for one fellow. So we will take on the side of the river, huge land was taken and thousands of people were invited and they got all the 50 daughters married to that person. And Rishi, now he becomes a Rishi, he takes in 50 carts, in bullock cart, 50 bullock carts, he takes all the 50 fellows to his forest. The king is worried, afraid. The Rishi doesn't have a building, and these 50 girls are actually the palace lifestyle, luxury living, most comfortable, care was there, concern was there, supply was there. Yeah, now only one fellow, old fellow, and how our daughter. So after some time, he wanted to go and visit his daughters. So to give when you are going to America to see your daughter, you take rasam powder, sambar powder, all that. So cart loads of puliogre powder, sambar powder. He packed everything, cart and cart and cart. 50 families, I say. So he takes everything, enters into the forest, comes near the forest. Unbelievable thing. What is that? When he enters into the forest entry, in the forest, 50 beautiful golden palaces are there. 50 palaces, golden palaces. And the vehicle comes there. The vehicle actually takes the king. A red carpet welcome was given. In all the houses, most luxurious furniture, furnishings, and every dinner arrangements, maid servants, housekeepers. Such a wonderful thing. And all the 50 daughters enjoying their life beautifully, happily, freely. And that Rishi, with his tapashakti, takes 50 farms of youth and he lives in each house enjoying with that lady. Then he comes, falls at the feet of the Rishi, he says, I thought Kshatriya Shakti was greatest. Now I realize Tapo Shakti is much, much greater than the Kshatriya Shakti. Now, what happened? This fellow gets a child, Namakarana has to be done. Immediately there in that place, one child has to be admitted to the kindergarten. He has to take it to the kindergarten because Ajja and Ajji, their responsibility, take him to the KG, take him to preschool, get admission there, talk to these people, convince them. So, and immediately at the class hours, you have to go and pick up. So, from morning to evening, Rishi was doing this house caring. And eldest daughter of that daughter got a child. And the first year also over, Namakarana for that granddaughter has to be done. And now it's a big family. Everywhere you got 5 people, 10 people, 15 people. And for the daughters, the children. So it became a huge, so no auditorium was available. On the bank of the river, once again, they hired 10 acres of land for doing the birthday. All the people in the family, from 50 palaces, they arrive there. From morning celebration goes on. Afterwards, lunch finished. After lunch, elder son-in-law says, it is a great occasion. All of us are here. Let's have a group photo. So they made this oldest ancient fellow to sit in the center. Then all the sons, son-in-laws, daughters, their daughters-in-law, their daughters and their children, like that. Then photographer comes there, group photo. Now he looks at this side, he looks at this side, he looks at the top. He started counting. Then the photograph is over. All them they dispersed for ice cream. It's the bank of the river. He comes to the bank of the river. He counted. I was one man, one Rishi, just by seeing in the same river, in the same spot, one small fish, girl fish, meeting and mating and dating with the boy fish. I saw that, changed the mind directed me there. I wanted to enjoy it. And whatever thousands of years tapasya that I did, everything became a waste. God has immediately acknowledged that He is going to send a Devaratha to take me there, and I did not bother about that also. Where I was and where I fell. Immediately, He gives a message to the whole world. Whatever you see, that makes your life. Whatever you see, that becomes your thought. What is your thought? You think only about that. What you are going to think, you tend to do that only. What you do, you tend to repeat it. What you are going to repeat, it becomes your habit. What becomes your habit, it becomes your character. What becomes your character, it becomes your nature. What is your nature, that will be your future. He said, don't look into indecent things, obscene things, ugly things, the worst things which can change your mind, which can inject your mind, which can brainwash your mind. See only good people, godly people, temples, tirtha kshetras, rivers, mountains, dhyanis, devotees. Be in the satsang always. Always your ears should be listening to Kirtan of Keshav, Narayan, Govinda, Krishna, Srinivasa, Venkatesha. Always ears should be listening that. And your eyes, God has given the eyes just to see Him. Either in the photo, or in the vigraha, or in the temple, or in the nature, in the flowing river, or in your mother, or in your father, or in your parent. This see the God there is. Your child is God. See the God, that is why it is there. Your hands are there, not merely to accumulate, amas. It is there for to give, and to give, and to give. Whatever you give, that gives happiness to you, I say. Happiness is the byproduct of giving happiness to all the people. Ambarish Maharaja, even though he was the emperor of the whole world, he was such a great bhakta, he made it a rule that all the people in his entire kingdom should be performing the puja every day early morning at 4 o'clock. And all the time in every house there must be continuous meditation, chanting, reciting of kirtans, devarnamas, bhajans, etc. And in the ears of everybody in the country, there should be tulsi. He had made it a rule, Ambarish Maharaja. Not merely making the rule, he himself was doing it, and he told to the people, the food that you have to take, you cannot delegate to another fellow. I don't have time. Eat it, afterwards I will collect it from you. Food, you have to take your own food. Marriage, he says. No, company has not given leave to me, so 15 days I asked, they did not give. So you marry that lady, after 1 month I will come and I will collect it her. No, you have to get your marriage only by you. Death. When the Yamadutas comes and they want to take you for the death, you cannot say, no, for next 3 months I've got a big commitment. Neighbor is always very quarrelsome. Take him first on my behalf, I will come afterwards. Whenever Yamadutas come, you cannot replace it. You cannot substitute it. No alternative. You yourself have to go. Your uta, your food, your lunch, your dinner, you cannot ask another fellow to take it and you collect it day after tomorrow. You have to take your. And he says, your puja, you cannot entrust it and delegate it to another priest. You may be king, you may be ambassador, you may be extraordinary, you may be chairman, managing director, you may be very busy person, whatever it is. Still for God, you cannot say I am busy. To become busy and to have so much of work, who has blessed you, I say? With the same qualification, the same physical, same strength, people are begging in the street. You are lucky, you are fortunate, you are blessed, you are chosen. Think of him. So Ambarisha had these types of thoughts, and he was looking at his Bhakti Parakasthata. Bhakti Parakasthata by a greatest king, Sri Mahavishnu has come and personally give darshan to him, and he has placed his Sudarshana Chakra in front of the palace of the Ambarisha, and that was the protection force for the Ambarisha. No negative forces, no enemy forces can come nearer to his palace. One day Durvasa Maharaja comes, Durvasa Muni comes with his Shishyas, By the time Ambarish Maharaja decided to perform Ekadashi Vrata. Ekadashi Vrata means on Dashami morning after the puja, you have to take the prasada. After taking the prasada, you should not take anything including water. Dashami day itself. Ekadashi starts after the lunch of the Dashami itself. Immediately after the lunch, you have to close the kitchen. Ekadashi, kitchen should be locked permanently. No water, not even a drop of water. Dwadashi, early morning, Brahmi Murtha to get up and take the bath in the river, come and do the puja, and give the dana, dharma, everything, and give the naivedya, abhisheka, mangalarati, dana, dharma. After that, within the Dwadashi Muhurta, you have to complete the Dwadashi Parana. And after taking that Parana, till the night, you should not take anything. So these 3 days put together is called Ekadashi Vrata. He performed that. He wanted to perform that in Madhuvana, where Dhruva has performed tapas. Those who have got to Vrindavana, on the bank of Yamuna river, you can see the Madhuvana, where Dhruva has done the tapas. Ambarisha has done this vrata. And Ekadashi he has performed fully, and morning at the Dwadashi he takes the bath Yamuna river, comes and performs the puja. Dwadashi Tithi is almost arriving now. Another 1 hour he has to complete. So he did the dana, dharma, everything, and he is about to sit for the parana, lunch in the Dwadashi. Suddenly, Durvasa Mahamuni with his Shishyas will emerge. He gets up, prostrates, tells, I am so lucky, so fortunate. Ekadashi Vrata has brought immediate reward to me in the form of Durvasa Mahamuni. Please come sit there. First we will serve you, then I will take the lunch. Durvasa says, put plantain leaf, prepare, keep ready everything. Just I will take a bath in the Yamuna river, immediately we will get back. So he goes to take the bath in the Yamuna river, everything arranged here, waiting. He did not come. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, he did not come. Then Dharma Shastra Adhikaris, they come and they say, another 5 minutes, Dwadashiti will be over, and all your vrata becomes fruitless and waste. So what is it you have done? So Dharma Shastra Adhikaris, they immediately look into Dharma Shastra, and one provision was there. They tell that provision. What is that? Tirtha Parana is a provision. What is Tirtha Parana? Instead of taking lunch, take Tirtha 3 times. That itself is taking doing a Parana. Parana Vrata will be complete. You have not taken the lunch, so you have not crossed the Rishi also. Let Rishi come, he will take the lunch. Afterwards he can do. Both of you will be happy. So he was happy. So he was he got that Panjapatra, Arghya Uddharana, takes the Tirtha. He is putting the Tirtha. He is about to take that. Durvasa arrives. He explodes. When the greatest of the Rishi like Durvasa has come all the way, and when you have promised that you are going to treat me, first Tirtha has to come, has to be given to me, and you got so much of arrogance as to take the first Tirtha when I am here. You people, you have become arrogant, you have become horrible, because the power, the position of the king and the emperor that you are enjoying, I'll see that you will be burnt here and now. Immediately he plucks his hair and throws it to the earth. From the hair, there emerges a Krutya, a monster-like dark object which moves with a terrific fire to burn and to kill the Ambarisha. Within the next part of second, Sudarshana Chakra, which was placed outside the palace by Mahavishnu, it rushes with the galloping speed and just hits this Krutya and burns that into ashes. The Kritya that was created and released by Durvasa was burnt into ashes, and immediately Sudarshana Chakra reverse turns, takes a U-turn, comes near Durvasa to kill him, to burn him. Durvasa knows this is Sudarshana Chakra. Immediately he goes to Kailasa, falls at the feet of Ishvara. Ishvara says, it is beyond my domain. It is Sudarshana Chakra. I don't have any control. Go from here. Comes to Brahma. He says, I can't do anything. Go to Vishnu. He comes to Vaikunta. Falls at the feet of Vishnu. Please save me. Please save me. Vishnu says, I cannot save you. Why? I am not having freedom. Entire world says that Mahavishnu, Narayana is Sarvatantra Swatantra, but they don't know. I don't have Swatantra. I am not Sarvatantra Swatantra. I don't have freedom. I am Paradhina. I am completely dependent. What Paradhina? I am Bhakta Paradhina. And Ambarisha, living everything, completely dedicated his life, his personality, his power, his family, his kingdom, and all the people at my feet. How can I leave him? So if at all you want to save your life, rush back to Ambarisha, fall at his feet. If he excuses, that's all right, that's all. He comes back, falls at the feet of Ambarisha. Ambarisha, no, you're a great Muni, you cannot do that. Then Ambarisha stands, prays Sudarshana, please go back to your position. So Chakra comes, then Durvasa says, even if the world blames me that I have created a problem for you, still I am very happy because world will come to know, history will come to know, future will come to know who the Ambarisha is, how the Sattvic people, religious people, spiritual people, decent people, noble people, whatever may be their position, power, money, but how they have to live with the God, in the God, he has shown. I am very happy about it. Shukra Mahamani was telling all these things to Parikshita. Now he says, we'll have Krishna Kathamrita. I will tell you Krishna's story. Immediately Parikshita stands up and cries, it is not story, it is not story, it is not story. Why? But all today I am there. When I was in the womb of my mother, Uttara, when Ashwatthama, a weapon came fiercely to kill me, to butcher me, it is that Krishna who has entered into, thumb-sized Krishna into the womb of my mother. He saved me and he gave darshan to me. He gave life to me. When I was the child, even not born, I was in the womb of my mother. He gave me the sight. He gave me darshan. He gave me sanidhya. He blessed me. I came to this world because of him. It is not a story, it is experience. It is not a story. My grandfathers, Arjuna, Dharmaraja, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, if at all they have won the war against Bhishma, Drona, Duryodhana, Dushasana, Karna, Atirata, Maharatas, 11 Akshohini, if they won the war, it is not because they are extraordinary warriors, valiant, strong, not because of Krishna, they have won the war. I know that. And Draupadi, Kunti, all our ladies in our family, in their Pariksha, Agni Pariksha, test, acid test, it was Krishna who saved them. And at every point, every inch, every eventful event, it was Krishna who was there in our house. It is not story, it is my feeling, it is experience, it is emotion, it is sentiment. Please hurry up. This Bhagavata, which contains the story of Krishna, anybody who organizes it, anybody who listens to that, anybody who presents it, all these three people will be crossing the barriers of all this materialistic world and will be having the darshan and sakshatkar of the Lord. You may cross-check it. You go to Bhagavata, cross-check it. Before the starting of the Krishna Avatara, when Shukra Mahamani says, I start telling now Krishna Avatara, this is not the story. Anybody who tells Bhagavata, listens to Bhagavata, organizes Bhagavata, all these three people will be taken care by the Lord during this Janma and the next Janma, and He will not give next Janma. Vasudeva, Devaki, they got married, wonderful marriage, extraordinary marriage. And in the olden days, there was no question of reception in the hall. It was procession. In the small bullock cart, husband and wife, they were taken in a procession in the village, in the town, in the city. There was a system in India. So, Vasudeva and Devaki, they were carried in a decorated, highly decorated chariot, and the procession has to start off. Thousands and thousands of people on both the sides of the road gathering, having the flowers in the hand, the fragrance in their hand, and showering. All of them are praising, paying tributes, looking at the beauty of Devaki and Vasudeva. Horses are ready, and now green signal given, procession starts. The chariot is moving slowly. Suddenly from the opposite side, terrific dark horse, a black horse, terrific big, giant horse. On the horse, the Sarathi was sitting. He was wearing a black dress. He was speeding the horse Large number of people are there in the street. Immediately within a second they pave the way. They give the way for the horse. Horse comes there and just it stops by the side of the Ratha, and the Sarathi jumps into the Ratha, takes the Sarathi within the Ratha in his hand, throws him out and takes the leather threads, and he says to all the people, my sister Devaki, I am the Kamsa. I don't want any other third fellow to actually be Sarathi. I want to be Sarathi. It's a great opportunity. She is my most favorite sister. She is my pet sister. I like her. I love her. I am going to do Sarathya. All the people are amazed. They are all very happy. Kamsa himself has become Sarathi for the procession, wedding procession, royal procession, right royal procession. Avasdeva and Devaki. Our procession is going. On both the sides, the flowers are being poured in. People are extremely delighted. All of them are happy. Thousands and thousands of people are there. Immediately from the sky, there's a big thunder. All of them, they look at the sky. And following the thunder, there was an invisible voice from the sky. The Devata voice, God's voice, Ashariravani, Akashavani. A fool, they called. Oh, a fool. Thousands of people are there, nobody bothered. But Kamsa says, have you called me? He was so sure. Have you called me? Except you whom we can call, I say. You are the fool. Why? With so much of light, delight, happiness, joy, celebration, you are carrying your sister in the right royal procession here. It is the eighth son of this sister, your own sister, this Devaki, eighth son, is going to kill you. He will cut you into pieces. He will kill you. It stopped. Within next second, topsy-turvy, the fellow leaves that leather and immediately jumps down. While jumping down, he will hold Devaki's dress, he will drag her, he has dragged her, and she will fall there on the earth. Immediately he will take the sword, and he shows the sword to the sky. A guards, what you are told, eighth son of this lady will be killing me, murdering me, butchering me. Look, if she is there, she will get the first child, second child, seventh child, and eighth child. If she is not there, there is no question of child. So I will see that all your prophecy becomes a lie, wrong. And he lifted the sword. Another 1 minute he has to cut. Vasudeva, just married husband of Devaki, he jumps down from the Ratha. He holds the hands of Kamsa, the sword hand, he holds it, said, I say you are not the only one who has listened to the Ashariravani. I have also listened to that. What that it said? It has said, eighth son of Devaki is going to kill you. Not the seventh one, not the second one, not the first one, not Devaki. Devaki has no connection whatsoever. Devaki is not going to kill you. And if Devaki gets eighth child, in what time I say? Is she going to get the eighth child now itself? Why are you bothered? Why are you having fear? So leave her. And you know from the very childhood what I am. Once I give a word, once I promise, once I commit, come what may, I am going to honor it. So I am promising you, any child which is born for us, for me and Devaki, within next 1 hour, that newborn child will be handed over to you. You can do anything, you can undo with it. We don't care, we don't bother about it. So children not be handed over, you can handle that. Still, Kamsa is not happy. He wanted to kill. Then, in a reduced voice, Vasudeva comes nearer to the ears of Kamsa, says, I expected some such problem may arise in the procession, in the celebration. So I have kept in a different dress, mufti dress, my people, my dutas and my bhattas here itself in the crowd here. All them are having sharp-edged weapon. If you just try to lift the sword to cut her, within next second, my people will pounce upon you, will cut you into 1,000 pieces. Be careful. This warning alerted Kamsa. Then Kamsa says, you have promised. Surya and Chandra, they are the Sakshis. Any child that is born, both of you immediately should be handed over to me. Definitely. Go. Kamsa went there, and immediately the entire thing was closed, and Vasudeva Devaki come. 1 year happened. Now year happens. After 9 months, he gets a child. The first child arrives. Vasudeva, as he is a gentleman, it's a gentleman's promise. And Devaki cries. It doesn't bother. He takes the newborn child in his hand. He comes to Kamsa's palace, and he gives the child to Kamsa. Kamsa looks at the child. Beautiful child, smiling child, tender child, and it is smiling to him. Kamsa says, I know the threat is only from the 8th child. This is first child after all. It is not having any problem. I don't have any problem. Please take it. Take care of this. If there is any need, call me. If you want scholarship for this child, I will sanction scholarship. Vasudeva was perturbed. He could not believe. That fellow was so violent and so cruel and so crude and so rude. On the day he was about to murder, today he says, I am such a close relative, take care of it, I give scholarship. What is this? Then he takes Vasudeva. These types of people will be there. They may change that also. Anyhow, he has given back, he takes back. Within next 5 minutes, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. In the gate itself, in the very entry point of the palace, a murkha, a fool. So many people are there in the palace, nobody responded. Kamsa jumps out of Simhasana. Did you call me, sir? Did you call me, sir? Yes. Then Narada was welcomed there in the red carpet, and he was given asana. Then Narada says, are you having common sense? You are like a mad fellow. When the child has come to your hand, instead of immediately cutting it to pieces, as if you are a very great, generous person, you sent it back. Then Kamsa laughs at Narada. He says, you belong to that loka, you don't know anything about arithmetic, you don't know mathematics, you can't understand calculation. Kamsa says, it is the 8th child is going to kill me, it is the first child. After first, between the 8th, there are 6 more, and all them has to come. These are all mathematical calculus, you can't understand. Narada says, I say, which mathematics text you are telling? The class I have studied. Where from you got the thread? Where from that? Asharirvani. Who has given the Asharirvani? God's university mathematics textbook is different, I say. Is it? This is not. No, this is not the textbook. They have got different textbook. They have different syllabus. What is their mathematics? Now you have sent back this first child. What is the prophecy? 8th child of Devaki will be killing you. The first child you sent. Second child you are going to send. 7th child you send. You kill 8th child. But gods have given that Ashariravani, and their mathematics works for them. Their mathematics is reverse counting. 8th child of you will be first child for them. 7th will be second child. 6th will be third child. This first child will be 8th child for them. By the time this fellow will be growing, and they will be actually putting your photo there. Every day they give the weapons, and he will be practicing to kill you. And when the time comes, this fellow becomes the 8th fellow. He will cut you into pieces. Now, don't allow this fellow to leave. Immediately. I did not know that the gods will be having a different textbook and different syllabus. Then comes a summons. Vasudeva, the child, kills it. Second child, he killed. All the 6 children mercilessly butchered. 6th child completely butchered. 7th one, she becomes pregnant. When she becomes pregnant, it was Adishesha who enters into the womb of Devaki. And she becomes pregnant. Immediately in the Vaikuntha, Lord Mahavishnu will summon Yogamaya. And Yogamaya comes, he orders, here is a very important assignment to you. What is the assignment? Go to Bhuloka, go to Madhura. In Madhura prison, Devaki has become pregnant. She has become pregnant. And Adishesha is in her womb. You go there, enter into the prison, And when Devaki is sleeping and she cannot understand that, just with the Maya, you take out that Adisheshas from the womb and cross the Yamuna river, come to Gokula. In the Gokula, the other wife of Vasudeva, Rohini, is there. She will be sleeping. Go there, put this into the womb of Rohini, and don't return. There in the Nandagokula itself, Nandagopa's palace will be there. His wife Yashoda will be sleeping. She is pregnant. She has to become pregnant. Go there. You enter into her womb. Then you will be her child. She becomes pregnant. Once you do that, I will take care of everything. For doing this service in Kali Yuga, people will call you Bhavani, Durga, Ishani, Narayani, Vasavi, Kandika. With all these names, they will construct the temples. They will do puja for you for this singular extraordinary services. You will be called as Bhadra, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Kannika, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharada, Ambika, Vasavi. With these names, they will construct the temple. Then Yogamaya enters and she sees that Devaki will be in the trance, and from the child was taken, it was transferred to Rohini there, and nobody came about this knowledge. Then next she entered into the womb of Yashoda there, and Devaki could not understand. Next day, every day Kamsa was bringing the Vaidya Pandita, the Rajavaidya. That is, the palace medical officer used to visit every day for daily checkup. So they come, they inspect the Devaki, miscarriage has taken place. So he certifies Devaki has a miscarriage. He comes and Kamsa comes, expresses condolences. Says, sometimes it happens, don't worry. But immediately you got fear. 7th one now, 8th one is coming, so I am afraid immediately. Now, when the 7th child goes, miscarriage happens. That night, dark night, it's Amavasya night, and there is no light inside the prison. Particularly in that particular state, it was full of cold, it was full of darkness, cold outside. Vasudeva and Devaki losing all the 7 children. Now Devaki is about to commit suicide. She cries and cries and cries. She will be holding the hands of that the iron bars of the window. And Vasudeva, he has also lost all the hope, all the faith in the future. He will be holding the iron bars in the window. Both of them crying, looking outside, full dark there. It's Amavasya. Look, they look towards sky, dark side inside. And they look into the prison, dark side, cell, dark. And they close their eyes, inside is darkness only. Life and future has become totally dark for both of them. They are crying. And when both of them are holding like this and looking through the window, suddenly there was a terrific sound. Thunderstorm there in the sky. They look at that, they are frightened. Immediately afterwards, there will be thousands and thousands of lightning striking there in the sky. So much of lightning. They could not believe it. And that lightning has become a very huge, sharp stick, huge stick. And that stick type of lightning, thousands of lightning joining together to become a monumental, massive stick. And the stick started moving towards the earth from the sky. And it is burning. It is full of glow, full of radiance, full of fire release. And the whole thing has become bright now because of that. And that lightning rod has actually come with such terrific God speed. Within seconds it reaches the earth and it reaches the Madhura. It comes near, both them are holding like this, the window bars. It comes near the window. It enters the window, peers through the window, enters into the Murtanya Nadi of Vasudeva, enters inside. Suddenly everything closer. Now Devaki looks at Vasudeva. He has become Jagadeka Sundara. Extraordinarily glowing, beautiful. He is virtually burning with that divine fire which has entered within. And Vasudeva is extraordinarily great. Same night, that power, that strength, that source, that fire power, that extraordinary glow entered into Devaki. Early morning, when the sun rises, Vasudeva looks at Devaki. She is looking like a Mahalakshmi with so much of glow, radiance, and vibrance and beauty. Then, when who is that has come in the form of the lightning? It is the Lord himself, Mahavishnu himself has come and entered into the womb. Now when he entered, under the leadership of Brahma and Indra, all the gods and goddesses, they come to the center. They will cut the sky into piece. They come out of the sky. All the gods are actually congregating there, and all the gods are actually folding their hands like that. And now they are doing the Garbhastuti. Garbhastuti. In India, for thousands of years, pregnants they were being asked to listen to this Garbhastuti. All the gods, they are telling, Tato Jaganmangalam Achyutamsham Samahitam Shura Sutena Devi Dadhara Sarvatmakam Atmabhutam Kasthayata Nandakaramnavastaha Satyavratam Satyaparam Tisatyam Satyasiyonim Nitancha Satye Satyasya Satyamutta Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Sharanam Prapannaha Ekayanoso Dipalastrimulha Chazurasa Panchashivaschadatma Saptattagashta Vituponavaksho Dashachaditu Hadiruksha. Means all the 14 lokas are there in the womb of Mahavishnu. Whole world is there engulfed in the Garbha of Mahagarbha of Sri Garbha of Mahavishnu. And he is the source of creation of everything. Now, an ordinary lady from the earth, you have taken that greatest and grandest source of all the life into your Garbha. What a great lady you are. So gods will be saluting Devaki and they are doing stuti to Devaki. It is called Garbhastuti. And that Garbhastuti, Ekayanosav Dipalastrimulha Chadurasa Panchashvashadatma Saptatvagashta Vitapo Navaksho Dashachaditi Hadiruksha. Purandaradasa has written that in Kannada so beautifully. He has written the same thing. ಜೈವದ ಈ ಮನತನಕ ಬುಡು 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 ಮನಸಂಶಯವ ಶುಕನೆಂದಕ್ಕಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಜಗವೆಂಬೋ ಗಿಡ ಹುಟ್ಟೈತಣ್ಣ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳೆರಡು ಐದಾವಪ್ಪ ಮೂರು ಬುಡದ ರಸಕೇಳಣ್ಣ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಒಳಗೆ 4 ರಸು 5 ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹರೆಕಾಣಪ್ಪ 6 ಬಗೆಯ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಕೇಳು 7 ಬಗೆಯ ತಗುಡುಂಡಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣಗರಿಗಳು 8 ಇದಾವೆ ಅಕ್ಷವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 9 ಐತೆ ಎಲೆಗಳ 10 ಐದಾವಪ್ಪ ಒಂದೇ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಹಣ್ತಿದ್ದೈತೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕಿ ನೋಡುತ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಕಣ್ತಿಂದೈಕೆ ಬಡವಾಗೈತೆ ತಿನ್ನದ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಬೆಳೆದೈತಣ್ಣ ಸುಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ನೀ ಕೇಳೋ ತಮ್ಮ ದ್ವಾಸುಪರ್ಣದ ಶ್ರುತಿಯಲ್ಲೈತೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕುಲದ ಹಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಣ್ಣ ಒಂದೇ ಕುಲವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯಲು ಬೇಡ ತಿಳಿದರೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೇಳಾದೀತು ಹಳೆಯ ವಸ್ತ್ರ ಬಿಸಾಡಣ್ಣ ಹೊಸ ವಸ್ತ್ರ ದೇವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನು ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಅರಸ ಆಡಿದ ಮಾತು ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಅರಸ ಆಡಿದ ಮಾತು ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾರ್ಗವ ಹಿಡಿಯೋ ತಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಅರಸ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಶುಕ ಮಹಾಮುನಿ ಅವರು ಆಡಿದ ಮಾತು ಭಾಗವತ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾರ್ಗವ ಹಿಡಿಯೋ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಗವ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಸುಲಿಯುತ್ತಾರೆ ಗಿರಿದುರ್ಗಗಳು ಐದಾವಪ್ಪ ಮಾರನೆಂಬ ಕಳ್ಳ ಐದಾನಪ್ಪ ಸಮೀರನಾದ ಹೊಂಟೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಪುರಂದರನಾದರೂ ಬಿಡುವನಲ್ಲ ಸುರಜ್ಯೇಷ್ಠನ ಸಂಗತಿ ಹಿಡಿಯೋ ತಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮೂಗು ಕಿವಿ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಪ್ಪ ಒಂದೊಂದೊಬ್ಬರ ಕೊಂದಾವಣ್ಣ ಸುರ ಕೊರಂಗ ಮಾತಂಗ ಪತಂಗ ಕೇಳೋ ಭೃಂಗ ಮೀನ ಹತವಾದವಣ್ಣ ಜ್ಞಾನಭಕ್ತಿ ಎಂಬ ಮಾರ್ಗವು 2 ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾರ್ಗವ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಣ್ಣ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಗತಿ ಬರುವ ತನಕ 2 ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕಣ್ಣ ದಾನದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅದರಿಂದ ನದಿಯ ದಾಟುತ್ತೀಯಪ್ಪ ನಿನ್ನ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪುರಂದರ ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಸಲಕೊಟ್ಟಾನು ಜೈವದ ಈ ಮನತನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡು 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 ಮನಸಂಶಯವ ಶುಗನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಜಗವೆಂಬು ಗಿಡ ಹುಟ್ಟೈತಣ್ಣ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳೆರಡು ಐದಾವಪ್ಪ 3 ಬುಡದಾಗ ಇಟ್ಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಒಳಗೆ 4 ರಸು ಇದು ಏನು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಪುರಂದಾಸರು ಸೇಮ್ ಗರ್ಭಸ್ತುತಿ ಸೋ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತು ದ ಹೋಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಿಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಹಿಮ್ ನಾವ್. ಪುರಂದಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 2 ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಎಂಬ ಮಾರ್ಗವು 2. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಣ್ಣ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗವು 2. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾರ್ಗವ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಣ್ಣ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಗತಿ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಣ್ಣ ದಾನದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಬೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಎಂಟಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ವಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಎಂಟಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಎಂಟಿ ಬಾಡಿ. ಟುಡೇ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. somebody has given and you are going very shortly. It is not your responsibility to give it back to you. ದಾನದ ಕೈಯ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅದರಿಂದ ನದಿಯ ದಾಟುತ್ತೀಯಪ್ಪ. ನಿನ್ನ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಸ್ಥಳ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನು. ಜೈವದ ಈ ಮನ ತನಕ ಬುಡು ಸಂಶಯವ. ರಿಮಾರ್ಕಬಲ್. Vijay has given an offer to me. February we are having Purandar Dasa Aradhana. He said, 1 or 2 days you come and speak on Purandar Dasa. Now, first month is over. 2, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5. Time doesn't spare. Time doesn't care. Time moves on. First month becomes 9 months. 9 months over. Kala Chakra, it doesn't care for anybody, it doesn't wait for anybody. Now, Mangala Muhurta is coming nearer. All the grahas, nakshatras, niharikas, good stars, they are all immediately getting back to their original positions to witness an eventful event of the whole world for all times. Among all the nakshatras, Rohini nakshatra started dancing in the sky in front of everybody. All the nakshatras are worried. Why? Chandra has got special liking and love for Rohini nakshatra. All the other nakshatras, they are the wives of Chandra. They go and complain to Daksha, the father, and father actually examines and conducts verification. It becomes a fact. Chandra loves Rohini so much, so he comes and curses. People say that they love your moonlight, they like your moonlight, it is so pleasant, it is so cool, it is so romantic, it is so enjoyable, that's why you have got so much of pride and ego. You lose that moonlight, you will be in the darkness always. When Chandra falls at the feet of Daksha, the father-in-law says, in future I will take care of all the wives equally, with equal respect and with equal, please excuse me. Then he said, okay, 50% margin will be given to you. 15 days, bride. 15 days, vaginal dark. The Rohini nakshatra, it started dancing because it knew pretty well, it is in my nakshatra, Krishna is going to be born. Then, all the directions, 10 directions, they became alert, active, with life. And they asked all the people within the directions to get up, not to sleep, to get up. The entire sky became crystal clear, beautiful blue, crystal clear sky. All the rivers started flowing with so much of sweetness, so much of vigor, with so much of speech. In all the forests of the world, all the trees and plants started blooming and blossoming beautiful flowers and fruits. There was very pleasant, peaceful, pure, serene, good fragrant air all around the world. It was Krishna Paksha, Ashtami, midnight. Now Chandra comes. Rohini was dancing earlier. Now Chandra, never in the history, Bhagavata says, never in the history Chandra was so huge, so big, so magnificent, and so much of moonlight he started sending, distributing, spreading, presenting, projecting to the whole world. In the forest, all the rishis who were doing tapasya, they got up and they took moonlight bath on that night. How that child that was just born looked, Sudeva, once again looks at the child. Tamadbhutam balaka mumbujekshanam chadurbhujam shanka gadadidayidam srivatchilakpam galashobikustavam pitambram sandra payoda saubhagam maharha vaidurya kirita kundal tisha parishakta sahasra kuntalam uddhama kanchangada kankanadivi virojamanam vasudeva ikshata. Such a remarkably, extraordinarily beautiful child. Then, according to the instruction that Neelamega Shama was placed in the basket and he placed it on the head, comes near the door. Devaki is crying and crying and crying, but she is helpless, and locks automatically gets opened and automatically doors open. If you tell all these Puranic stories, he comes there, automatically door opens. I say, without somebody, how can door open? You go to the airport, you will understand it. So he goes outside, all the watch and ward and security fellows will be sleeping, all their weapons will be in the car, nobody was there. Go to the end of the prison, entering into Yamuna river, all their police people, military people, they are all sleeping there. Enters into Yamuna and puts the basket on the head. Slowly walks to cross the river. Suddenly rain starts and it becomes terribly raining. Terrible rain, horrible rain, and flood started coming. Now rain has affected, and only there was instinct: don't look upward, don't look back, don't look sideward. Have the focus there only. So he's afraid. Let the rain not touch the body of the child. Let me die. I am ready to die, but not the child. Please save. But he don't know what is happening. Adishesha with 5 hoods. He is actually placing the hoods like that. Not a single drop of water is falling on the child. Vasudeva is carrying, the child is there, while the Adishesha is backing, and child is not affected. And somehow he crosses the river. But before crossing, flood becomes flash flood. Terrific flood. Water rises up to this well, up to this level. Yamuna comes up to this level. Now he shouts, Yamuna, you can take me, you can wash away, but please save my child. He calls Yamuna, shouts Yamuna, prays Yamuna, appeals Yamuna, but Yamuna doesn't care. She goes and she comes up to this point. I can't see now, but his eyes are closed. Flash flood actually completely takes that Vasudeva. It goes further, and Yamuna now goes there to the basket. Yamuna touches the feet of Krishna, she comes down. Now it becomes normal. Slowly he comes out, crosses, comes to Nandagopal's palace. Outside hundreds of people are actually sleeping. Nobody is aware. And he enters inside. Second left instruction. Second left he goes. Just then Yashoda has given birth to a beautiful baby. Then he goes there inside. That medical attendant and Dasi, they are also sleeping. Yashoda has not opened her eyes. She places this child there, keeps that child here, and immediately as he has gone, as per the instruction, comes back and gives the child to the hands of Devaki. And the moment it is given, it cries. The cry, watch and ward security fellow. Security file, they text the message to Kamsa. Kamsa on the second floor. From the second floor itself, he will be jumping onto the horse immediately. Galloping speed, he arrives to the prison, enters into the prison, jumps into the prison cell of Devaki, plucks that child. Devaki is shouting, please don't, please don't. He takes it and brings it outside, calls all the security fellow. What did Tashiravani told? What did Akashavani told? What did God declared there? This 8th child of Devaki will kill me. Okay, you're all witness. Who will kill whom? And he just keeps the child here and keeps the sword here. And the way in which he was actually killing all the 6 children, he was throwing the child like that. When it's coming, he was cutting the head of that, body of that, and the blood was spilling all over the walls there in the prison. And he was experiencing the joy of the blood there. Now this child also, he gets it, puts the sword like that, asks everybody, look, you will be the witness. Who will kill the 8th child? And he throws the child. And he is ready now, when it falls, to cut it. He throws, it goes, it flies. Now it becomes Durga Ashtabhuja Durga. It never comes down. It's a fool once again. Finally shaken, a fool. That 8th child of this Devaki is already born and is growing in another place. Why the hell and what the hell you can do by killing me? You cannot kill me. That child is going to kill you, is already born and growing there. He is disturbed, he is perturbed, he becomes terribly annoyed. Immediately comes back and he calls the meeting of all the ministers and intelligence officers. What has to be done? That side, in Nandagokala, Yashoda, Krishna, what happens? We'll see tomorrow. Now before Arati, Krishna has come. Krishna has arrived. Seen him. Such a beautiful, beautiful, enchanting Krishna. And Krishna is there. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ತೂಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. ತೂಗುವೆ ರಂಗನ ತೂಗುವೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಶಿರೋಮಣಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲಿ ಡೆಕೋರೇಟೆಡ್ ದ ಸ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಉಯ್ಯಾಲೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಪುಷ್ಪ ಹಾಕಿ ಉಯ್ಯಾಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ತಿ ತೂಗಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಜೀವನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की, नंद में आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की, हाथी घोड़ा पाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की. झूलना झुलाए ब्रिज बाला, झूलना झुलाए ब्रिज बाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला. रेशम की डोरी सोने का पलना, रेशम की डोरी सोने का पलना, आरती उतारे ब्रिज बाला, आरती उतारे ब्रिज बाला. झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला. आंगन में खेले नटखट कन्हैया, आंगन में खेले नटखट कन्हैया, माखन खिलावे ब्रिज बाला, माखन खिलावे ब्रिज बाला. झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला. सखियों के संग गाना रास रचाए, सखियों के संग गाना रास रचाए, झूम झूम नाचे ब्रिज बाला, झूम झूम नाचे ब्रिज बाला. झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला. झूलना झूलाए ब्रिज बाला, झूलना झूलाए ब्रिज बाला. झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला, झूले नंद लाला. छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल. छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल. आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल. घास खाए गैया दूध पिए ग्वाल, घास खाए गैया दूध पिए ग्वाल, माखन खायो मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया माखन खायो मेरो मदन गोपाल. छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल. छोटी छोटी लड्डू की छोटे छोटे हार, छोटी छोटी लड्डू की छोटे छोटे हार, बंसी बजायो मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया बंसी बजायो मेरो मदन गोपाल. छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटा सा मेरो मदन गोपाल, भैया नंदन गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, 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 हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण 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 हरि
ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೇಲೂರು ರಾಮಮೂರ್ತಿಯವರು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳು. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಯೋಗ ವಾಸಿಷ್ಠ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇದು ಜನರಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆನ್ ಯೋಗ ವಾಸಿಷ್ಠ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೋಬಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರನ್ ಇಟ್. ತುಂಬ 100ನೇ ಪುಸ್ತಕ, ಅವ್ರು 100th ಬುಕ್ ಇದು, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೀಸ್ ಅದರ್ 2 books ಐ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ, ಅವ್ರ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಭಾಗವತದ ಕಥೆಗಳು ಇದೆ, ಅದು ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಈ ಭಾಗವತ ನಾನು ಬರೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಭಾಗವತ ಎರಡೂ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ವಿತಿನ್ 3 months 4-5 ಎಡಿಷನ್ಸು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬಂತು. ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಕುಮಾರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಝೋನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಓದ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪೇಜಿಂದ ಕಡೆ ಪೇಜ್ವರೆಗೂ ಬಿಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಪುಸ್ತಕನೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಭಾಗವತದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಬಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಅಪರೂಪ ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಭಾಗವತದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಪರೂಪನೇ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪರೂಪ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇವರು ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್, ನಾನು ವಿಜಯ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದೆ ಜನವರಿಗಾಗಿ. ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದಾನ, ಗ್ರಂಥದಾನ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಅದು ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೈರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ವೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ. ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣ ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯ. ನಿನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮನ್ವಂತರ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜಬಲ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಆದಾಗ, ದೈವಿಕ ಆದಾಗ, ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಆದಾಗ, ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಪ್ರಫೌಂಡ್ ಆದಾಗ. ಅದೆಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ TV ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಶ್ ಯು, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಯು. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಅಮೃತ ಬಿಂದುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ನೀವು 25 ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅಥವಾ 11 ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅಥವಾ 21 ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂಧುಗಳಿಗೆ, ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಿಗೆ, ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ, ಸಜ್ಜನರಿಗೆ, ಸತ್ಸಂಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಐದರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗ್ರಂಥದಾನ, ಜ್ಞಾನದಾನ, ಭಾಗವತ ದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ವಿಗ್ರಹ, ಬಂಗಾರದ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪುಣ್ಯನೋ ಅಂಥ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್, ಹೋದ ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ 33 ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸತ್ಸಂಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನನ್ನ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಬರಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು. ಅದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದವ್ರು ರಾಘೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಳೆನೂ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು, ಅವರು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಮತ್ತು ನಂದು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬುಕ್ಕು, ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಅರ್ಥಗಳು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬುಕ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ that I have written is released in 14 countries. In all the 14 countries I was physically and personally present. ಅದು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಜಯ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಲೆಫ್ಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಅದು ಬುಕ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಬಿಗ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಆವಾಗ ಗಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ವಿಜಯ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತಂದರು. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಬಿಸಿ ವಿತ್ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ, ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಹೌಸ್. ಆ ಮನೆ, ಇಡೀ ಮನೆಯೇ ದೇವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಂಥ ಮನೆ, ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಹೌಸು. ಅಲ್ಲ, ದೇವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ, ಪೂಜಾ ರೂಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಮನೇನಷ್ಟೇ. ಅಂಥ ಮಹಾನುಭವ ಆತ ನೋಡಿ. ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಒಂದು ವಾರದಿಂದ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಾಸು ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಂಗ್ಲೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಾರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಟ್, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇಟ್, ಟರ್ನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ದೇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮುಖ ಹಾಕಿ, ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರೋದು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸತ್ಸಂಗದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು, ಭಜನ್, ದೇವರ ನಾಮಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಬುದ್ಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಚಿತ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಚೈತನ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ನರನಾಡಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಧಮನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವ್ರ ನಾಮಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ ಬದುಕಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಪಲ್, ಶಿರೋಮಣಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಜಯ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವರು. ಇವತ್ತು ವಿಜಯ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ he was a national spokesperson of BJP. And all the topmost people in Delhi, they are very close associates of. ಅವ್ರು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹೋದರೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ.